Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the Fox USA Amico. This is a new offering from Fox. I actually saw it on an advertisement on knifecenter.com and I kind of said, $60, 154 cm, sold. So I bought this thing in a rush without really thinking about it. There's really no information out there to look up on them because they are new. And some of the Fox stuff has really good reviews, so I bought this thing, and I gotta say, guys, it's a stinker. When you get a $60 knife, I don't expect the world of it. I understand, $60 does not mean perfection, but this knife actually borders on downright dangerous. Which I hate to say, $60 knife, new brand to me, and I'm not the most knowledgeable about 154 cm. I only own like one knife in it, so it was kind of a big experiment for me, and it went horribly awry. In the end, I like the looks of it. I like the weight, the size, the shape, but the build quality just isn't there to support it. So this is a 3.5 inch folding knife, lockback design, with kind of a Spyderco styled, like FRN handle. Right off the bat, I'm going to say that it's not the smoothest opener on earth, which is fine. Knives do need break-in, but you can actually, I'm actually going to put this next to my microphone here so you can hear it. Super gritty. So I do have to take it apart and clean it, but I did want to leave it just to show you the condition that it came in. So it's, can you flip it? Almost, but not 100%. So, I love the blade shape right off the bat. Love the blade shape, love the handle shape. Very ergonomic for my hand. Ooh, zoom out a little bit. Actually, that's as far as I can go. Holy cow. So as you can see, I like it. It fits my hand well. That choil fits nice. Thumb ramp's nice. I'm not crowded. My fingers fit into the grooves well. Overall, I like the handle. It's nice and thin. Nice strong lock back. Downfall is we have no liners, and it's very squishy and twisty in your hands. So that is one complaint right off the bat. Two, there's a second set of jimping way down here, which I don't know who in their right mind is ever going to use that, but it's there. Next complaint, the thumb stud is very much in the way of sharpening. So if you are trying to sharpen, you're going to have to remove it. You can see it's got a really kind of decent looking hollow grind there. It's a really thin behind the edge. So this is a terrific slicer. Now performance wise, guys, this actually performs quite nicely because it's got a very nice thin edge. That hollow grind really takes a lot of that thickness out from behind the edge that a lot of manufacturers do. They really leave knives thick, and it drives me absolutely crazy, but they didn't. They really removed a lot of material to make this a nice thin edge, decent profile to it. I really like that blade shape, that almost, a Warncliffe kind of thing with that little hollow there where you can put your hand. You could really choke up on this knife. Other complaints. We're going to see here. I don't know if it's going to let me do the lighting. Edge came very rough. It was sharp, but very rough. Almost felt like serrated. It's so rough. And you can kind of see it against my index finger there. You can just see it really does, when you put it under a loop, it looks like it's almost serrated. And granted, that's just probably, from how they sharpened it. They probably did a quick, nasty job, and it had a lot of tear out. So that will easily be fixed, but you can tell when you put this to paper, it catches. It really does catch because it's not the smoothest end, but nothing a strop can't fix, nothing a little tour on a diamond stone can't fix. Next complaint, pocket clip. Super thin, super stretchy. This is just begging to get caught on stuff. It's already got caught, I think, on my couch 2 or 3 times. It's just a little too proud there on that end. It's really long, so it does have a tendency to to catch on things, and it's so thin it really, like a couple times it came out of my pocket and was kind of like, you know, I thought it was gonna snap. Next complaint. Yeah, guys, I know I'm like a machine here today. All right. So the edge is very, very close to the end of the handle, which you can see here. Like there is literally like half a millimeter, so it only takes a little shake and you got it out, which kind of sucks. And then one thing that happens, and you can see it happen right there, is sometimes when you close it, you will have a little bit of blade sticking out there, and that will ruin your pockets. That will screw up your life, because this is a tip-up right-hand carry only. So when you're pulling that out of your pocket, if that does work out that little bit and stay there, you're going to basically slice your pocket up the side, or your leg, or your hand, or whatever reaches in there. Super dangerous. I hate it. You know, whenever a knife does that, it's like, come on, guys, get it together. So right there, I mean, you can see the retention is downright terrible. There is no detent because there's no liners in here, so there is no detent that catches the blade, and the lockback's just not strong enough to hold it in place. So what we have is a borderline dangerous knife. So I mean, you know, flipping it out, okay, you know, like, is that realistically going to happen? No, but this is unacceptable. You know, that will, you know, that will catch on things. That will catch on your pocket, catch your hand. That can cut you very much so. That is a big complaint for me, and which is pretty much going to keep me from everyday carrying this. Now, is there hope for this knife? Yes. I am going to tear it apart. I am going to clean it, adjust the pivot, lube, all that stuff, and I'm sure some of these problems are going to sort themselves out. But in the end, you know, when you look even further, you look at this thing, even the edges are super rough. You can see kind of right there above my thumb. I know it's not focused the best, but there's a rough spot there. There's sharp kind of unfinished edges all along this. You know, in the back here you can see how that's kind of chewed up. Just fit and finish just isn't there on this. So what you're getting for this, you're getting a $60 hunk of 154 cm. So, you know, I guess if you're going to buy this, if you're going to buy that Fox line, just bear in mind that, you know, they're not putting the best QC into this at all, especially, you know, considering it is 60 bucks. And, you know, when you look at competition-wise, you're only talking an extra 25 bucks to go up to a Benchmade with the 154 cm. And, you know, I think you're getting a little better quality control there than what you're seeing with this. So overall, guys, what you have is a relatively unsafe knife with kind of a crummy, you know, handle that should have some liners milled into it. You know, a bad clip, thumb, you know, stud that's in the way. Not a smooth action at all, not a good flipper, but, you know, it's a really sharp, no, I mean, like, hey, guys, I'll tell you this. Knife's beautiful from here up. You know, for the blade up, I love that blade shape. I think it's a terrific blade shape. You know, really good edge geometry. You know, I can clean up the edge no problem, but my God, though, it's just, all the problems on the handle end are just too much. So, yeah, so I'm a little disappointed with this one. Definitely debating whether I should turn it back or put time into it. So we'll see. But there it is, the Amico. Not the biggest fan.